Hey, how you guys doing today? My name's Andrew and welcome back to the Cry Wolf Comics YouTube channel. Today, as you read in the title, we're going to talk about how to generate story ideas. So coming up with story ideas is not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, sometimes these things just come to you, and sometimes it's a real struggle to try to figure out how to make this thing work. Today, we're going to talk about developing some type of system that can help make the process not necessarily easy, because any creative endeavor is always going to be a struggle. Because if you really care about something, you have passion for it, you're going to want to try to make the best thing possible. But if you develop some steps or make a process, it actually makes it easier to push through it. Not necessarily easy. So hopefully that doesn't scare you off. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's go over the 3 main tips I have for you. So what if / inspiration scenarios, mind mapping, and developing a story through a character sketch. So what makes a great story idea? Is it something so new and fresh and groundbreaking that no one's ever thought of it before? Or is it just something so incredible that once someone reads it, it's going to change their lives and alter the way they think of the entire world and the universe? Well, what if you can't create something like that? What if you can't create a story so amazing, so groundbreaking, that is it even worth spending the time to do it? Well, yes. The answer is yes, it is. Don't be afraid to tell a story. You're out, especially starting out. You're not going to tell this groundbreaking, incredible story or something so amazing it's going to change people's lives. I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to entertain somebody. That's the goal of creating comics. The goal of creating comics is to have fun and just to make something to entertain somebody. That's the thing about comics. Comics is a marathon. It's not a race. If you chase after greatness, you're going to burn out before the race even starts. What you should be thinking is rather, let me stroll with the thought of having fun with this and just enjoying the process. Because if you don't enjoy the process, you're going to be miserable. Believe me, I've been through there. I've had these great aspirations of being this amazing artist, and I've had a lot of burnout because of it. And I've, at times, forgot what it's like to enjoy drawing and having fun. So that's kind of why I'm doing this YouTube stuff, man. Just like to really get back into having fun and, just sharing with people. And, comics can be a lonely thing, because you're by yourself a lot of times and there's no one to talk to. So it's nice to have at least some kind of interaction. I mean, mostly I'm just talking to myself. So my neighbors probably think I'm a little crazy, but who cares? So let's get into it. First, let's talk about the what if / inspiration scenarios. So what do I mean by that? So have you ever read a book or read a comic or even watched TV or a movie, and you enjoy the movie, but you're like, man, I could have did something a little different, or what if this happened, or what if that happened? Well, that generally is what the process is. I used this to create one of my first books, the Cry Wolf. It was for an anthology that I did with a couple friends that I was on Discord with. We used to be part of this group called the Justin Primecast, and they want to do an anthology, and we did an anthology based on what do you call them? What are they called? Getting old, can't even think.
Stop it. Get some help.
What's it called? I'm back. We did a story based off public domain style stories. So what I did is I chose to do my story off The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And so what my what if scenario is, well, okay, the story of the boy that cried wolf, well, what if it was based in modern times? And what if instead of just being a farmer or a sheepdog herder, wherever he was, well, what if he was a YouTuber? And what if him and his friends were going around making dressed as a wolf, a werewolf, and scaring people for their YouTube channel? And well, what if a real werewolf decided to follow him around and see what happened from there? So that's kind of what it was, just asking yourself, well, what if this or what if that? So you're just taking an idea that already exists and just adding your flavor to it. So that's the what if or inspiration scenarios. So, okay, so let's jump into the next one. Mind mapping is a visual brainstorming technique used to organize information, ideas, or concepts in a structured way. It involves a diagram which a central idea or topic at the center from which related ideas branch out into a hierarchical manner. These branches can represent subtopics, details, or concepts connected to the main idea. Okay, I'm going to go over a quick mind map for one of my stories, Legend of Overdor. So the main subject was a small town under attack, and as you can see, I branched off with different things such as different types of monsters, the type of fantasy it's going to be, whether it's high or low fantasy, and then I branched off to the kids fighting a monster, eventually go into different ideas such as a witch giving a curse to somebody, and you just keep branching off with ideas after ideas after ideas, so that way you can kind of make your story up from there. You take those ideas and then you start forming it into a more complete story. So finally, I want to talk to you about developing a story through a sketch, and it necessarily doesn't even have to be your sketch. Me and a couple buddies, we end up doing a little trilogy story called Death to Malone, and it all started when a friend brought in a illustration he did of a vampire stripper versus werewolves, and we all thought it was a cool idea, so we just started brainstorming right there, and the whole idea for Malone came up, and that was a really fun project because we each took turns at doing different parts of the job, because sometimes it's nice to switch it up. So like for the first part of the script, or for the first part, I was the one that came up with the idea. So looking at the sketch, I came up with the idea of the characters. I did character sheets talking about who the characters are, more like character description sheets. My buddy Freddie, he drew the first book, so he actually did the character designs. And then I developed the full script for him to work off of. And it's like I said, you can find inspiration through anything. You just have to be open for it when you see it. So yeah. So like I said, we talked about today is I already forgot what we talked about.
What? What the fuck?
Oh god. So yeah, like we talked about today, so you can use the what if slash inspiration scenario, you can use mind mapping, or just get an idea from a sketch and just build off of that. So yeah, if you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I really look forward to hopefully seeing you guys in the next video. In the comments, let me know how you guys are liking the videos. If you guys have any questions or want me to go into more details about any of these processes I explained, I'd love to, so just let me know. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.